Welcome back, everybody. I know it has been a while since I put a video up, but we had a lot of things going on here at the homestead, and I'm back. And I want to get this real quick video out to you all. Now, this video is going to be on something a little bit different. Things are getting warmer here, so I am going to be putting that doorbell camera system in right here. That right there, we will be putting that in really soon now, because man, we're hitting 70-degree days now. A lot of rain though, so got to kind of watch out for that. But on today's video, what we're going to go over is we're going to go over all of the different remotes you can get for your Nvidia Shield TV box, and we'll talk a little bit about that Nvidia Shield TV box. And I want to tell you guys, if I think you should spend the money to get the really expensive one or get the cheaper one, or if you should even get one at all. And I'm going to tell you which one of these remotes I really like, and we'll talk about the remote. So don't go away. What I want to talk about today, again, is the Nvidia Shield TV box. Now, basically what that is a box that you can plug into your TV, and I'll try to put some kind of picture or something of it in the inset here so you all can see what it looks like. And you basically plug it into your TV's USB port, the back of your TV, or HDMI port, because it's got all of that. It is a 4K streaming device, okay? So basically, we are cut from cable. I hate cable. And we gave that up years ago when we got our first little Android TV box, which I rooted and I got in there and put a different operating system on it. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. But then we got the Nvidia Shield TV box, or TV gaming system, and we put that in our TV, and I'm telling you guys, I haven't looked back. In my opinion, of all of the different ones out on the market. Now, I haven't tried Apple. Again, I stay very clear of Apple products. I just don't like them. And it's not because I think they're a bad product. I think they're a very good product. I just don't care for what's involved around Apple and a lot of the things about it, like the apps. You don't have an app drawer. A lot of things I just don't like about it. I like Android, and that's what I use. And, of course, that's what the Nvidia Shield TV remote game box system remote is all based around, is Android. Now, again, Shield puts a very, very heavy skin. We call them skins. They take a basic Android operating system and they just rework it to be their own. Basically, like when I was building custom ROMs for the Samsung Galaxy Tab, for the Samsung A9, I think is the one I made years ago. I was building a custom operating system for it, and I put that out for people to download for free and run on their tablets. But anyways, that's what Nvidia Shield did to this box, and they turned it into their own. And not only did they turn it into their own, it comes with 8 gigs of its own RAM, which is the upgraded version, which is like $500. I think it's, well, no, I think it's now $418 on Amazon. You can get them cheaper. But that's the one with the 8 gigabytes of RAM and the bigger storage. You can get these Nvidia boxes for about $199, but those have a very small internal storage, and they only come with a little bit of RAM. I think it's like 4 gigs of RAM. And again, as you get more RAM and get more storage, and I think ours is a 1 terabyte internal storage with 8 gigs of RAM. But again, the more internal storage and the more RAM you get, the more it's going to cost. These things are built for gaming. Number one, that's what they're made for, gaming. The second thing, obviously, is content. So you can watch YouTube. I mean, all of your anything you can watch on cable TV, they have it now out on the internet. and you can just stream it right to this. Okay, you can take your phone and you can connect your phone to it. You could actually send it. You could send what you're doing or what you're watching on your phone directly to it. It's just a lot of good things. But I'm getting way off topic. I want to talk about the remotes for this box. There's basically two remotes you get. Number one, a gaming remote. Now, this gaming remote will completely control the system. You know, you have your back button, you have your home button, you have your toggle buttons where you can toggle through, you know, what you want to watch or not watch and all that stuff. You push on a button or you can push directly on this button. You know, all kinds of things that you can do with this remote. But again, it's hard to use, and I recommend if you're just going to be watching content on your TV, don't use this for that. I use this when I game, and believe me, I can't game a lot because of my right stroke side. But I do like to play a lot of card games, and I only need one hand to do that with. So I do use that for that. Nvidia Shield came out with their original remote, which is right here. And this remote, in my opinion, was the best remote that they came out with for the system, bar none. It's made of metal. It's not made of plastic. There it is. It has all of the controls that you have on the triangle one without the plastic, and of course the batteries that are going to go dead that you have to replace all the time. Now, this does have a built-in battery where you have to plug it in via the old USB Type B system, and of course that's your headphone port. You can plug in your headphones, that's there. But you do plug this in and charge it, and it'll keep it charged up. And I think the remote usually lasts for 3 or 4 days, 5, 6. It lasts a long time before you have to plug it back in. And of course, when you do, your TV will give you a message: plug in remote, batteries are getting low. What happened was when they came out with their newer versions, the 2024 model and newer, they come out with a new remote. And the new remote is right here. It is a plastic remote. And unlike this remote, it's got volume buttons, dedicated volume buttons, back buttons, all kinds of things. Power button up top here where you can power it off. Now, if the remote was made of metal and made sturdier, I think I would like it better. But the one thing that they did to this remote that completely turned me off of using this thing is adding this button right here. And this, of course, is the Netflix button. And they must have made a deal with Netflix where Netflix would pay them to add that button to their remote. And it comes on all of them. And unless you download an app from the Play Store to basically remap your buttons on here, every time I was hitting volume buttons on this, that Netflix button would come up. And it kept saying, try Netflix, download, try Netflix. Guys, I hate Netflix. I absolutely hate it. And the reason is because of a lot of the content that they show on Netflix. Nothing other than that. I don't know what your politics are. I really don't care. Everybody throws politics into everything, and people just get too serious about it. We need to just let that go. Just let the politics go and just be humans again. All right. Anyways, back to this. But there is an app that you can download, and I will put a link in the video description below where you download that, and of course it's from the Play Store, and install it, and it will allow you to remap your buttons. You can only remap one button with the free version. With the paid version, you can basically remap this whole remote, and I love it. Again, I will put that in the video description below. But again, when we get back to its build quality, the plastic of the remote, I just don't care for. I wish they would have made it out of metal like the original remote. There is one more remote that I didn't show you. It is in between this one, and they came out with one like this, but it's plastic. and it has a actual tray. You push a little button and a tray pops out, and when you pull that tray completely out, you can replace the 2024 watch batteries in it and plug it back in. I would rather have that than the new one here. There is no dedicated Netflix button. But there you go. I promised I would keep this a short video. And again, I only wanted to do it on the remotes. If you game a lot, and believe me, there are a ton of games that you can download, install on this box, and play it, then I can highly recommend getting this box. Well, even if you don't game. I play cards on it. That's it. And, no, I don't gamble. I play solitaire a lot. But for a TV streaming system, you cannot beat it. It is 4K. So if you have a 4K TV like we do, it allows for complete 4K watching. So I know a lot of TVs out there or TV boxes only allow for 1080p, which, in my opinion, is not a very good decision on their part. The box that I bought, I told you, was $418. Again, you can get one that has smaller internal storage in that for like $159, $199. But most of that relies on you streaming your games if you're going to do a lot of gameplay. I wanted the one with the built-in storage. If I had to pick a remote to use daily, it would probably be the newer one that's made of plastic. I wish they would have made it of metal, because I do like where you can actually remove the bottom and replace the batteries in it. This one right here, I can't use because, and I just bought this a couple weeks for this video, and it's brand new in the box, never sold. So this is like 4 or 5 years old, never charged. Well, guess what? The battery doesn't hold a very good charge because I don't know, it just doesn't. Also, Nvidia did some updates. It was once I got this working, it was doing really well, and then it said this remote needs an update, which is another nice thing about Nvidia. And I was like, okay, click, and it started updating. And when it was done, it updated to its latest remote, because each system, this has its own operating system. This has its own operating system. This one does. The box does. But once that got an update, it really started skipping. It wasn't working right. It would work great, and then just none of the buttons would. It was like it just lost connection. Like maybe the Wi-Fi or the Bluetooth. Maybe the Bluetooth settings it was using are older, and the new box uses an upgraded version that this doesn't support. I don't know. But there you go. I can highly recommend this right here. This controller is awesome. It's going to come with the box if you buy the box. And again, this is okay, but I recommend that if you run this, get the app from the Play Store where you can remap your buttons. And I would go ahead and donate or purchase the app. That way you can remap all the buttons on it to your heart's content. Okay? All right. Well, everybody, that's pretty much it. I hope you got something out of the video. Don't forget, I am going to be doing the video on the Blink camera right here. Now that the weather is beautiful outside, so I'll be getting that started. That's not going to be a very long video either, because I'm just going to show, me starting the installation. I'll show it when it's done. I'll show how it works, what I think about it. But I do have a lot of things planned. Again, I apologize for the long pause between videos, but we have a lot of things going on here. It's starting to get nice out. I wanted to spend some time with my wife. You know how it is. I want to say hi to my friend Randy of Randy's Rhythm. I hope things are going good for you with your, everything. And no, nothing's bad about him. He got, let's just say, a change in his life for the awesomeness. And I just wanted to say, good for you. I hope things are going, well on that end. So that's it. that's all I have. Oh, I am gonna add a couple guitar videos. They are coming. Again, I know some of you guys hate it when I put guitar videos on this channel, but there are a lot of people who came to this channel because of my guitar reviews, and there are a couple of cool things I want to show you, and I'll put that on. I'm rambling again. So that's all I have. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.